Hey, what is going on, guys? Lon here from Android Authority, and the brand new Galaxy S6 is finally here. But how does it compare to last year's Galaxy S5? Well, that's what we're here to find out with the Galaxy S6 versus the Galaxy S5. While the design language between the two generations of Samsung's flagships still share a lot of elements, especially up front with a tactile home button flanked by capacitive back and recent app keys to be found once again. There is a stark and much needed and appreciated difference in build material though, with the plastic build alongside the dimpled back cover of the Galaxy S5 giving way to a more premium metal build with elements of glass and plastic on the back with the Galaxy S6. The curved sides and edges of the Galaxy S6 give it a more rounded look as well compared to the rigid lines of its predecessor. Even with both devices featuring identical display sizes, the Galaxy S6 is the leaner and thinner of the two, allowing for an even better in-hand experience. There have been a lot of complaints about Samsung not doing much in terms of design and build quality between generations of its flagship S line, but finally the S6 brings with it this much hoped for change. It's not without its compromises though, with the new unibody design meaning that the battery is no longer replaceable, a very well liked feature of Samsung smartphones. As mentioned, the display size remains the same with both smartphones featuring 5.1-inch Super AMOLED screens, but the resolution has been bumped up to Quad HD from the 1080p resolution of the S5, with the pixel density going from 432 ppi to a whopping 577. As always though, Super AMOLED brings with it everything we love about it, including deep blacks, bright, vibrant colors, and great viewing angles, resulting in a fantastic experience on either display. Samsung always packs its flagships with the latest and greatest, and that holds true for both. The Galaxy S5 packs a 2.5 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 801 backed by 2 GB of RAM, with another version featuring an Exynos 5 Octa, with both processing packages offering the type of performance you'd expect. On the other hand, Samsung has given Qualcomm a pass this time around in favor of their in-house Exynos 7420 chip coupled with 3 GB of RAM. Once again, performance is fantastic, but credit has to be given to Samsung's more streamlined iteration of TouchWiz. Things remain the same in other hardware, with both offering 32 and 64 GB of space, which is further expandable. One advantage the S5 does have is with regards to the overall protection from the elements it provides with its IP67 rating for dust and waterproofing. That isn't available with the Galaxy S6, but may make its way to a future ruggedized version. In terms of battery, the Galaxy S6 packs a smaller 2600 mAh battery compared to the 2800 mAh unit of the S5, which could be a problem given the higher resolution display and the fact that the battery is now non-removable. That said, the Exynos 7420 is said to be a lot more frugal with its power consumption, so we'll have to wait for real-world testing to see how exactly the Galaxy S6 fares in terms of battery life. The 16-megapixel ISOCELL rear shooter of the Galaxy S5 offers some great detail, fantastic color reproduction, and clear and crisp images. The Galaxy S6 also packs a 16-megapixel rear camera with a setup identical to what is available with the Note 4, and such should provide the great experience we got with its larger flagship counterpart. Samsung also packs its camera software with a ton of features, so you get a bunch of modes and features to help you get the most out of this smartphone camera. The Galaxy S5 runs Android 4.4 KitKat with an upgrade to Lollipop already arrived for some, of course with TouchWiz on top. While this iteration is quite smooth and sleek, it's really not toned down at all. Features such as multi-window, the new S Health app with heart rate monitoring, and My Magazine are all available along with a bunch of gesture controls. There are no real major UI changes except for the recent app screen and notification drop-down that will be available with the update to 5.0. On the other hand, the Galaxy S6 packs 5.0 Lollipop with the latest version of TouchWiz on top, and finally Samsung seems to have streamlined its software experience. A lighter UI that doesn't put much stress on the hardware is always a good thing, and in this case only a few features and apps are found pre-installed, with users now being given the option to download more if they choose to do so. And that pretty much wraps it up for this quick comparison of the Galaxy S6 versus the Galaxy S5. There's definitely a lot more to come, so stay tuned for the rest of our Mobile World Congress 2015 coverage.